Smiley Kylie, what an amazing girl she was. She was my best friend's sister and what she considered to be my girlfriend most of the time. There's a reason why she was called Smiley Kylie, though. She could light up the room no matter the situation. She even had a naughty, sneaky side to her where she wasn't afraid to throw a few cuss words out if she didn't really get her way. It brings a smile to my face just thinking about it. She'll always have a special place in my heart. Kylie unexpectedly and tragically passed away a few years ago, though. But she changed my life. She inspired me to get involved with the Special Olympics, and I can honestly say it's 100% the best thing I've ever decided to do. I love working with the Special Olympics because it provides individuals with the opportunities to shine and show their extraordinary abilities to the world. Now, excuse me, sorry. This is so awkward. So the Special Olympics changed the way I think about ability, and tonight I want to help you think differently about the idea of ability. Now, let's be real. We all compare and sometimes overlook other people's abilities, but yes, and yes, there are people out there with disabilities such as intellectual disabilities, developmental disabilities, physical disabilities. However, that shouldn't take away from us looking at the abilities that they still have. Now, I've worked with a lot of different athletes through Special Olympics, and every single one of them has something unique to offer to the world. Actually, one of my athletes that I coached had a fantastic memory, and he was also the biggest Milwaukee Bucks fan that I've ever met in my life. Every time he'd step foot on the bus before an event on a weekend, he would start yelling out the score of the most recent Bucks game. Bucks win, baby! Woohoo! 191 to whatever the score was. And the thing is, it was like 5 or 6 in the morning when he was saying this, so it was a fantastic wake-up call. But he would always nail the score right on the head. It was incredible. He could also tell your age if you just, within 2 to 3 seconds, if you just told him your birth date, or the month, your birth month, and your birth year. And I'd be like, so May 1997, and he would tell me you're 22 years old within 2 to 3 seconds. It was incredible. Nothing like I've ever seen before. There's a challenge, though. The challenge is that it's easier for us to see people and their disabilities rather than the abilities that they possess. Research actually shows us that societal views traditionally devalue and stigmatize persons with intellectual disabilities, limiting their opportunities for social and emotional connectedness with others. I know that I don't want to continue to live in a world like that, and I'm sure you don't either. That's why I believe the Special Olympics Wisconsin's vision is so important and so powerful. It says, sport will open hearts and minds towards people with intellectual disabilities and create inclusive environments across Wisconsin. Globally, we strive to end discrimination against people with ID. Now the thing is, the Special Olympics can lead the way in this, but we all have to strive to end discrimination together. Sport truly is a global connection for so many different people in so many different walks of life, and the Special Olympics is so meaningful for so many people, including myself. Now, if you've never been to a Special Olympics sporting event before, let me try to describe it for you. It's honestly like nothing you've ever experienced before. Just think of going into a family event or a friend get-together, and you know the contagious joy and happiness that's floating about the room just because everyone's so excited to see each other? That's the exact feeling you get when you first step into a Special Olympics sporting event. As soon as you walk through those front doors, you feel the happiness floating about you. Athletes are pacing back and forth, running around the halls because they're just so excited to step foot on the court of the field. It just feels like one big, ginormous family. You can't honestly walk from point A to point B across the event without someone stopping you and asking you how you're doing or saying hello with a huge smile. Heck, sometimes you get athletes that come up and hug you and they have no idea who you are. It's incredible, and that's the thing I love the most about the Special Olympics. The first practice I ever coached, though, I don't think I was ever so nervous. Kind of like I am right now, I felt like I couldn't stop sweating and my heart was beating out of my chest. But the reason I made it through that event and that first practice was my athletes. My athletes helped me through. I just kept asking them a bunch of questions like, what have you done in past practices before? Like, what do we even do? Like, I have no idea. And finally, one of my athletes just grabbed me, put his hand on my shoulder and said, Trey, relax, man. Don't worry about it. We're all just happy that you're here supporting us. From that very moment, that connection I made with him, it calmed my nerves immediately. I've never gone from being so nervous to so calm so quickly. It was incredible. And through the connections that I continue to make with Special Olympic athletes, it's the best thing ever. And usually when I talk about being involved with Special Olympics, people try to tell me like, wow, that's so amazing. Wow, your athletes must look up to you so much. Or wow, it must be so rewarding. Well, yeah, some of that stuff may be true, but in reality, they're the ones I look up to. I look up to them because yes, they want to be out there and competing, but that's not what it's all about. They're just out there doing something that they love to do, and they're enjoying it. They're getting to show off their unique abilities no matter the outcome. They're positive and appreciative of an environment that they're in, and I want to be like them. I want to be people of outstanding character who aren't afraid to support each other, and they want the best for each other. Now, I often wonder, what would the world be like if more people had mindsets like the athletes? What would more people be like if they looked at the world the way the athletes do? I honestly believe that there would be more happiness and less judgment, and I believe this because people would support each other and put each other before themselves because they would realize how we all truly are connected. And research actually shows that persons with intellectual disabilities, up to 50% of persons with intellectual disabilities are actually, are chronically lonely, They're chronically lonely. And that's why Special Olympics is so important for so many people. It provides opportunities for individuals to develop connections through relationships and friendships, but even more importantly, it provides opportunities for individuals to develop a connection with a sense of belonging and a happiness. And when you know you're connected with someone else and you know that you're valued there, it's the best thing you could ever ask for. Now, everyone in this world has something amazing to offer. And we all have, everyone is different, and we all have something amazing to offer. But the thing is, oh God, this is so bad. Thanks. Clearly, I've never done anything like this before, so I appreciate you all. And Special Olympics is something that found me, and it changed my perspective on life. And I just want to help others change their perspective too, and just help think differently about ability. And so, my hope is this, that you all find something you can contribute to, and it's close to your heart. Smiley Kylie, she's a special place in my heart, and she inspired me to step out of my comfort zone and get involved with the Special Olympics and something that was bigger than myself. I truly have learned so much through my experiences with Special Olympics and I feel like I value the happiness, the connection that I've made between my happiness and sense of belonging, and I feel like my life has improved so much because of the athletes I've connected to. So even though I've screwed up so many times, just thinking about Special Olympics right now has made me feel like my whole body is smiling. And I urge you to all find that something that can make you smile like Special Olympics, and not just that half-hearted smile. That smile that makes your face hurt because you're constantly doing it, times when you don't even know you're doing it. So find that contagious smile that spreads happiness from person to person, no matter the situation and no matter our differences, because we're all connected through joy and happiness when we celebrate our unique abilities. Thank you.